Hi guys, it's Megan from Megabuck Savings. I'm going to share with you guys today a way to do it yourself shower curtain. A couple years ago, I went out to go look for a shower curtain and I just couldn't fathom buying a $20 shower curtain or a $30 shower curtain. And I went on Pinterest and got inspired by doing it yourself shower curtain. And so I actually am not a very good, I don't sew very much. I know how to sew, the generalization of sewing, but I was inspired to do it, so I went ahead and tried to do it. And so what I did was I went to the Goodwill and I went and looked in the sheets, blankets kind of area and found a couple of shower curtains, and I made two for myself and then I made one for a friend, and that was a couple years ago. But since I've moved, and one I got rid of because it was just, I washed it a couple times and it was my first one that I did and I just didn't want to keep it anymore. So I went ahead and threw that out, but I did another one. And so I'll show you guys how I sewed it together and just a brief view of how I sewed the shower curtain made from a sheet. So, and from the Goodwill for $1.99. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into that.
And all I did was buy a sheet from the Goodwill that is of a pattern. And so this was the sheet that I got from the Goodwill for, you can either get them for 99 cents or $1.99 usually, depending on where you go, which Goodwill and what they price theirs at. You shouldn't be spending any more than $1.99. And so what I do is take this and get a ruler and then just take a plastic shower curtain liner and measure out the distance between the shower curtain and the sheet here. And so I will show you that here real quick, and you need to get a pencil as well. So from here you're going to take the sheet and you're going to actually take the top of the sheet, thick liner across the top. And all I did here was take the shower curtain again and lined it up with the holes on the plastic liner, and I started from the outside in, and so I just made little tabs, marks. This is a lazy way of doing it. I just lined it, made little lines across, and then I just took a ruler, measured the depth inside, made a mark from there, and then I went about an inch. You can go about an inch to an inch and a half and down, so from the top of the sheet, and to measure where you're going to make your holes. And here I'm just going to be making holes and stitching holes. You have to use a sewing machine that has these cross stitches. I'm going to be using this one to put your shower curtain liner holders in, to hang your shower curtain. I couldn't get a measurement of how long you would have to go, but I wouldn't go any more than an inch, or a half of an inch down. Here I went a half of an inch down from the top of the shower curtain, and that will be my top line for my hole that I'm going to be stitching. And so I just did that on each one, 10 holes for my shower curtain. So I will show you the step-by-step quickly through, so it's not too long of a video. We'll be back to show you my next step. Next, I'm going to take the shower curtain and I'm going to, or the sheet, and I'm going to lay it out on the floor, and I have to measure, first and foremost, the length of the shower curtain, but then the width of the shower curtain. And you can take a normal shower curtain and measure it that way, or the liner. You can use the liner as well to kind of guide your measurements, but you're going to want to kind of go an inch longer than what the actual curtain is, because you're going to need to fold in and roll in your ends so that you can make sew the ends. So what I'm doing is just doing my own measurement, because you can always have this a little bit longer than your liner on the inside. It's just as long as when you put it up, or you put it up, that it's not going to have the inside shower curtain, the liner, go above your tub to where the liner in the inside is going to make the water leak out of your tub, if that makes sense. So all I did was take the sheet and I just did 2 ruler sizes up on both sides to measure the length that I want the actual top of the shower curtain to be. So I went ahead and did that, and I will show you here the line that I made. All I did was just make the line here, and so I will go ahead and get those creases lined up and pin them so I know where to cut. And the cutting part is the hardest because this is a sheet and it's a very thin sheet. If you want, you can always just take a ruler and guide your way all the way across, or you can just kind of wing it like I do. Like I said, I'm not a professional and I just kind of make them as I go. But anyways, I wanted to show you my old shower curtain. This is my old shower curtain that I had up in my bathroom, and it was really pretty. And this was also made from a sheet. It was just a shower, not a shower bathtub. And so it only had 8 rings instead of 10. So I'm going to show you guys the next step after I cut this and get it all prepped for sewing. Okay, so now I have actually pinned my fabric, and what I did was I folded it to where I want the actual length to be down here, but I folded it all the way up and actually pinned it up here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew it all along the edge right here. I'm going to cut the fabric because this fabric is so hard to work with that I feel like the extra weight will help weigh this down right here and help me get the edge, sewn edge. And then once I cut this fabric off, I will then work with the width of the shower curtain. Then I will work on the holes last. So here will be the next step after I get this all finished pinning. So now here I have the bottom of the shower curtain all pinned up, and what you actually want to do is it doesn't really matter which way you lie your pins, but ideally I think you're supposed to lay them the other way so that you can just pull them out as you sew. Just be careful when you're sliding this up because you don't want to get yourself pinned. So if you don't want to be visible color and you want to kind of match your material, then you want to go ahead and go with a lighter color to match. And so I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing, and you want your larger fabric to go on the outside so that you're not bunching up all on the inside of your sewing machine. So here you've seen I've sewn in a little bit, and then I'm just going to reverse it and go back over it. So now the challenge is to keep a straight line as you're going. Just basically try to stay along a certain line along the edge as well, and just kind of measure along that edge. So here I decided to do something different with my end piece here, and what I did was I trimmed the bottom piece here, or excuse me, I sewed the bottom piece here, and I decided that when I cut the fabric that I wanted to do maybe a thicker edged bottom and sew it here and then sew it here, and then that way the bottom overlapping piece that I had to cut, it would have a nice good seal inside there. So what I would be doing is essentially just creating a really solid bottom edge, and so that it doesn't unfray or anything like that, because this is really thin fabric, and so I thought I would try this differently. So here I created the edge on the bottom, and what I did was essentially again flip this over and then just create a second edging here, and I just sewed it all the way across the bottom. And so now I'm going to be working on the width. So here I bought a shower curtain liner. There's clear and white over at the Dollar Tree, and I got the clear one. And it's kind of nice that they have magnetic liners, so it kind of adheres to the side of the tub. but I'm going to use this to guide me on measuring my holes. You see here that the old lines are here and then the new lines are here. This was for the tall shower, and then this is for the bathtub shower curtain. There's actually 12 holes in a full tub shower curtain, so I had to redo that, and I'm going to go ahead and tape off or pin off the rest of the fabric. From this, you will see here the line for the last hole, and so I'll measure where the end of the shower curtain is, and then I'll make like another little probably ½ inch or an inch extra and cut that off then, and so that way I can fold it in and make a really nice seam all the way down. So it actually doesn't have very much fabric left to cut off from here, so that was kind of nice that I didn't have to waste any more extra fabric or extra thread when sewing the bottom edging here. So anywho, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut. I'm gonna actually get this pinned and then cut the rest of the fabric and go ahead and get that width part sewn. So now that I cut the width, rest of the stuff that I didn't need, the fabric that I didn't need for the curtain. I'm sorry, I'm not a professional by any means for sewing, so I don't know all the terminology, but all I did here was I just folded the edge that I sewn and just folded it over again to have a extra folded seam. And this seam is gonna actually look similar to the other end, and they have the sheet folded here like a double layer as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then I'll start working on the holes for the shower curtain holders. So here you see I have actually made the holes for the shower curtain hooks, and so all I will do is cut a little seam right in here. You can actually cut all of these little ends off throughout the whole entire piece of fabric and go ahead and throw it in the wash. That way it all kind of comes together, and so then you can hang it up in the shower. And so I will go ahead and cut these and hang them on the hooks, and then I will show you the end result. So I do want to mention here that you can use scissors to cut the holes here, but I have a tool like this, and I will just go ahead and cut in and then pull it up, and so that way I have my hole. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then again show you the end result.
So I had a baby wake up from his nap, and we're gonna go eat here soon. And I just wanted to share with you guys the end result after all sewn together. It turned out really cute. This was my new DIY shower curtain for the bathroom. And if you know how to do the basics of sewing, you can certainly do this on your own as well. And for only a couple bucks. So here it is. So here you guys see the shower curtain. I went ahead and hung it up here, and I have little hooks here that I just reused and repurposed. There's no need to buy new ones. I can also spray paint them if I get tired of the color. And so here it is. It's all hung up, and yeah, so there it is, and it's really cute. And it's affordable, easy to do. I also just bought a new liner and used the new liner from the Dollar Tree. There you go. So thanks for watching my video, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and feed my little one here. He's getting hungry. So thanks for watching, and if you guys like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Bye.